YouTube, how we doing? Today we're going to be continuing our 7-round mock draft series with the New York Jets. We're not going to have a face cam today. I hope that is okay with you all. But before we get into it, I would enjoy a good like and subscription on this video. It really does help out the channel a ton. If you guys could do that for me, that would mean the world to me. And if you're Jets fans, let me know in the comment section below who is one player in this draft. It doesn't have to be the first round, but just one player in this draft that you need the New York Jets to take. Let me know in the comment section below. But we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to get right into this draft with the first selection at pick 4. So at pick 4, we have the Jets selecting Travon Walker, the edge out of Georgia. He's got a next-gen grade of 80. He played inside most of his time at Georgia, but I think he's going to be the perfect power rusher off the edge, opposite of Carl Lawson and with with Quinnen Williams and JFM in the interior. I think this is going to have a similar front four to what Washington has, and we've seen Washington completely dominate with their guys, Chase Young, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Montez Sweat, and they spent a lot of first-round capital on those guys. So looking at what you built here with Travon Walker and Quinnen Williams and paying, Franklin Myers and Lawson, I think that it is an awesome, awesome front four to have, and a scary one at that as well. You're in a division where, hey, Josh Allen is a quarterback. Mac Jones looked very poised in his first year there. Tua now has Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. This is a division that needs to get to the quarterback, and getting Travon Walker to pair alongside with Lawson is going to be the perfect situation. I really do enjoy this pick. There's a lot of places you can go with pick 4, but I went with Travon Walker out of Georgia. Here at selection number 10, we are going to take Drake London, the receiver out of USC, getting some help on defense and offense. Drake London's going to do a lot for this offense, and Zach Wilson, who, frankly, the more weapons and the more help he can get, the better, because he has, in his young career, this is a big step in his career for year 2. He ended the year off on a very good note with not really turning the ball over. Let's see if he can continue that into this season. You look at Drake London, who was a college basketball player. He has outstanding vertical. He's got great hands, but he also has a very low-key good run after catch ability. He's able to make plays after the catch, which is a big need in today's day and age of the NFL. I think he'd be put in perfectly on this offense as an outside receiver, opposite of Corey Davis. Now you have your two big-bodied receivers on the outside with Elijah Moore in the slot. You got Uzama Conklin at tight end. You got Michael Carter at running back, Zach Wilson at quarterback, and a very solid offensive line. I think it's a very good offense, especially a good young offense for this New York Jets team, and for a young star quarterback in Zach Wilson, or what you hope to be a star quarterback. Going down here to pick number 34, I got the Jets selecting Lewis Cine out of Georgia. He's a hard-hitting safety. I really compare him to Landon Collins coming out of Alabama. He's got a next-gen grade of 74. He did have some targeting penalties, which did cost him some time in college, but this is a guy who, like Landon Collins, is able to cover decently, but in reality, he's going to be that strong safety type where he's going to be able to make the hard hits. He's going to be able to tackle. He's going to be able to pretty much roam the field and just make sure that nobody gets behind him. And he also has that ability to play a sub linebacker as well. Even with his thinner frame, I think that Lewis Cine is able to do a lot. So pairing him with Whitehead, and having Joyner kind of mixed in there, I think that is a very good safety rotation for the future and for the now, especially because of the Whitehead contract. I think Cine and Whitehead is going to be an awesome tandem to have, similar to what he had in Tampa with Antoine Winfield. I think Cine is going to be able to do a lot for this Jets defense. Going on over to pick number 38, I have the Jets selecting Christian Harris, the inside linebacker out of Alabama with a next-gen grade of 81. This is an outstanding coverage linebacker. He really can roam the field and do a lot in zone coverage. He can stick with tight ends and man, but he's also able to shoot the gaps very quick. He's able to get into that backfield and make plays. He was a multi-year starter for Bama, which, as we know, if you're playing at Bama for multiple years, you basically have NFL talent, or you're at least at an NFL competition because of what Bama is able to do year in, year out. So this is a guy who is ready to step on the field day one like no one else in this draft. He's ready to come in and work and play right away. And he also can learn a lot from a former Alabama linebacker in C.J. Mosley. So I think that this is a perfect pairing here, adding some linebacker depth to a team that desperately needs some linebacker depth. And Harris can start day one without any question. Sorry to interrupt the video, but I just want to talk to you about Underdog Fantasy really quick. The NFL season's over, but you could still draft a new fantasy team on Underdog Fantasy and win cash prizes. They have a slick mobile app and a user-friendly site. You can also join a league and draft a team in minutes. Plus, the folks at Underdog are helping you guys out that are watching the video by matching up to $100 on your first deposit for new users when you use code SORMANI, SORMANI. So just go to UnderdogFantasy.com or go download the App Store or the Google Play Store. Sign up with the code SORMANI, that's SORMANI, and Underdog is going to match your first deposit all the way up into $100. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code SORMANI, SORMANI. Now let's get back to this video. Our first and only trade of this mock draft is going through here as the Jets are going to be moving back into this round for pick number 49, and we're going to be giving up pick 69 and 117. So the Saints are moving down, getting some more pieces as they need some contracts that are cheaper, and the Jets are moving back up because there's somebody that they like here at pick number 49. And that pick is Kyler Gordon, the cornerback out of Washington with a next-gen grade of 79. Trent McDuffie's really been stealing the shine of the Washington DBs, but Gordon is definitely one of the most all-around corners in this draft class. He really has the ability to do it all. He's as versatile as they come. He's really solid in the run game. He can play zone as well as he can play man, and he can play on the inside. He can play on the outside. You really can move him around a ton. I think adding him to this corner room with Bryce Hall, with Eccles, with Michael Carter II, there's a lot of different packages and a lot of different schemes you can run with this DB room, and Kyler Gordon can only add to that. And I think that him and Bryce Hall are really going to be that 1A, 1B for the future. I think it's going to be an absolute absolute perfect pick here, especially because of the contract DJ Reed got. You already have your number. I think the Jets are going to be able to, moving back up into this round to get a corner like. I think it's going to be an awesome selection and an awesome fit for this New York Jets defense. All the way down here at pick number 111, we're going to be taking Cordell Volson, the offensive tackle from North Dakota State. Had a next-gen grade of 66. He's going to need some time to develop, but you are able to get him some playing time pretty much right away due to injury concerns with Becton, the age of Fant. He's going to be that third tackle, and he can develop into that starter, but Volson also can see snaps right away within his first 2 seasons because of those, concerns that you have. But other than that, he's going to be a solid third tackle, and we know in today's day and age, you kind of need 3 good offensive tackles in the NFL. Even though you can only play 2, you need to have 3 because guys need to rotate in and out, and you also need to be there ready for injuries because injuries do happen, especially on that tackle spot. You need somebody to be able to fill in. I think Volson is going to be a perfect fill-in for Fant or Becton need be. So right away he can start, but in reality he's going to develop and probably be the pairing for Mekhi Becton in the future. Going on to pick number 146, I have the Jets selecting Charlie Kohler, the tight end out of Iowa State, who had a next-gen grade of 75. Yes, you got Conklin. Yes, you have Uzama, but Uzama's not getting any younger, and Conklin, isn't going to be this star tight end. Charlie Kohler has that upside. He's a red zone threat. He is able to do a lot with his hands, but one of the reasons I like him a lot as a sleeper in this draft is he is such a willing blocker as well. He will put his body out there to make the play and make the block to set up, in his case, Breece Hall, but for the Jets' case, Michael Carter. And I think that is a awesome trait to have as a third tight end. I know, Kenny Yeboah is there, but truthfully, Charlie Kohler is going to be able to go into training camp and I think compete right away for a very solid role on this team. At worst, starting off as a special teamer, but making his way onto the offensive side of the ball. I really do like Kohler a lot out of Iowa State. I think this is just a perfect fit and a possible, I could even see him being one of the best tight ends in this class, so a possible star or starting tight end for the future. And Jets fans, that tight end has never been a strong suit. We're trying to fix that in every way possible. So now we have way more than enough tight ends. One of them's got to fit, right? And last but not least, at pick 163, we have the Jets selecting Jerome Ford, the running back out of Cincinnati with a next-gen grade of 68. I compare him a lot to what A.J. Dillon does for the Green Bay Packers. He's going to be that 1B, really for short yardage games. He's a Bama transfer, and he really can use his frame to power through and get those those 3 yards that you need to get on the ground. Is he the flashiest runner? No, he's not the flashiest runner, but he knows exactly what he's there to do. He's going to hit the hole hard as heck. He's going to make defenders miss. He's going to power through them, and he's going to use that body to fight for those extra yards. And it's something that you need to respect as a defender, because you need to be able to stop on a 3rd and 2. How are you going to stop him? That's something to put into question, because it's really hard to do so. But you're going to add some depth here. Michael Carter's still able to keep his role. Jerome Ford is able to be a 1B to Michael Carter, where Michael Carter can have more of that Aaron Jones role to the A.J. Dillon role that Jerome Ford will have. And I love this selection. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave it a like. It does help me out a ton. Jets fans, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. What picks is your favorite? What pick is not your favorite? Obviously I can't please everybody. This is just an opinion draft. It is okay to disagree, and I want to know what your picks are. I definitely am not any expert. I just like to do these for the fun of it, and I definitely do my research. But at the same time, Jets fans, let me know what you'd want in the comment section below. But like I said, if you did enjoy it, the subscription would be absolutely huge if you could do that for me. Check out Underdog Fantasy, as we saw earlier in the video. Use promo code Sormani, SORMANI. And if you did enjoy the video, please leave it a like. If you didn't, refresh the page and let me know what you think about it the second time. Because without further ado, that is going to be it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.
How you talking 50K? How you talking making plays or just talking? Yeah. I do this shit on my own time. Time is money, so I did it on my own dime. Word to Bookie, yeah, this homage gave me game. Yeah, he taught me family ties. Quick to back there, off me. Nah, I can't wait for you.